Hey y'all, welcome to Price Cues. Today we're going to see how to execute pro style entries in the market, part 2. Welcome back, I'm Sharyu. Before we move on, please do not forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss another update from us. Now let's get started. In the previous video, we talked about the basic anatomy of a candlestick, how to calculate the mean, and the basic entry technique. So if you still haven't watched that video, click on the I button or the link in the description box and please watch that video first and then continue with this video. In this video, we are going to see how to plot the mean on our charts and how this technique works in different time frames and see some more elaborate examples to make this concept even much more clearer. So, without further ado, let's get into the charts and understand how this technique actually works. In the previous video, I showed you an indicator that once you plot will tell you the mean of each and every candle. So first, let's see which indicator that is, and we're also going to see another alternative to this indicator. So if you use some other trading platform that does not provide this particular indicator, you'll use the other one. So let's see the first indicator. Let's go to the indicators option and type typical price, and there's the indicator. As you can see, I've also put it in my favorites. So if I go to my favorites, I'll get it right there. But if you don't have it in your favorites, you can directly search as I searched before and get the indicator. Now this is how the indicator looks, but we're going to change it a bit, and let me show you how. Go to the settings of that particular indicator, and first of all, let's make it a bit more visible and darker so that it's much more visible for this particular case. And instead of this line option, we're going to select the step line option. It's very important that you select the step line option because the step line option is going to help you visibly see the mean of that particular candle. So as you can see, the line option just shows you the midpoint and just goes through, so it's not exactly pretty visible for you to select or adjust. But if you select the step line option, the step line option actually goes through that particular candle to show you the mean of that candle. So it's very easy to just place a limit order on that particular candle's mean. So I would highly suggest, if you're using this indicator, please select the step line option. It'll be much more easier to find out the mean instead of any of the other options. And I think we're done. And if you select OK, as you can see, each candle's mean is right here, and you can plot your entries accordingly. Now the second indicator, which again is a very famous indicator, but we are going to be customizing it according to our need. So just in case you're not using TradingView or you're using some other trading software that does not provide you with the typical price indicator, all you need to do is just select the indicator option and type in moving average. Now moving average is an indicator that will be available in literally every trading platform. So having a moving average indicator is not a big deal. Just select the moving average, and after that, go to the settings of that particular moving average indicator. For now, I'm just going to be hiding the typical price indicator so that we see how the moving average indicator works. So first of all, come to the settings of the moving average indicator that you just selected. And as you can see, the length over here is 9, which means 9 candles. The length is actually the number of candles you want in the moving average. So instead of 9, we are going to be selecting 1 because we need the mean of each and every candle, right? So select 1, and under source, instead of selecting close, all you have to do is select the open, high, low, close, divide by 4. And once you're done with that, again, let's just change the style a bit so that it's much more easier and visible. And again, the option over here of line, just change it to step line, and there you go. So again, this is not as accurate as the typical price, but you can even change the input. Instead of open, high, low, close, you can even select the high, low, close, divide by 3. Even that is fine, and you can get the mean of each and every candle. So I hope you understood how to exactly manipulate the indicator according to our needs. So if you don't have the typical price indicator, you can always select any moving average indicator and then customize it and adjust it according to our needs. So I'll just repeat again. If you're selecting the moving average indicator, Go to the settings of that particular indicator. In the length, select 1 because we need one candle's mean. So select 1. And then in the source, you can either select open, high, low, close, divide by 4, or even high, low, close, divide by 3. I know both the formulas are a bit different, but you will get almost the same result. Sometimes the trading platforms do not provide the open, high, low, close, divide by 4 option. So you can even select the open, low, close, divide by 3 option. So you can select that. And again, in style, make sure you use the step line method because all the other methods are not going to help you visually understand in the live markets, especially if you use a smaller time frame such as the 5-minute or 15 1-minute chart. The candles are made so quickly that you'll not be able to understand where the mean of each and every candle is. So the step line option, actually, since it goes through that particular candle, it'll be very easy for you to place your limit order. So yeah, there's that, and select OK, and there we go, we have the indicator. So this is the same example that we saw in the previous video. If you want to enter in the trade, place a limit order for the previous candle. So for example, let's consider the small trend. Let's say you wanted to enter here, but somehow the candle might have gone really fast or you missed your entry somehow. So instead of taking a random entry right here by placing a market order, all you have to do is before the second candle is formed or while the second candle is being formed, you can actually place your limit order right here and place a limit order near the mean. Now again, you don't have to be very specific as to like put your order exactly on the mean. You can adjust it by 1 or 2 points up and down. That is completely understandable because sometimes the next candle does come even below the mean, as in this case. As you can see, the mean of the previous candle is here, but this candle's wick has come till right here, which is almost till the open of the previous candle. So you can't be 100% sure, but this is a probability game. You have to get all the odds in your side. So you can place your limit order right here or even 1-2 pips above or below. That's fine, that's up to you. It's okay, you don't have to be completely precise on where you want to place your limit order. That's up to you. Sometimes even the candle comes way below and then goes up again. Again, as I said, it's just a game of probability, so you have to work with that. So this is the example that we saw in the previous video. Let's see some other examples so that you will understand what this is all about. Okay, so like in this case, as you can see, the mean of this big green bullish candle was here, but the next candle could not reach. If you place your limit order right here, for example, it might have not filled, obviously. The candle did come down, but it didn't come till the mean and went up right again. If you miss your entry in the first candle, you can move on to the next candle. So this becomes the first candle and this is the next candle, right? So if you've missed your entry here, you can always place your entry right here. So look for the mean of this candle, which is right here. And as you can see, I don't know if this is actually really visible. I am going to stretch this out as much as I can so that it's actually visible. As you can see, this candle's wick came right till the mean and I think a little bit below the mean and then went up right again. So even if you miss your entry right here, you don't need to get disheartened. You can always enter in for the next candle. Of course, it'll be a higher entry, but it's still a better entry than rather than just entering somewhere here at the highs or any random price. You're actually controlling your entries, and if you have better entries, you'll actually have better risk to reward. So yeah, there's that. Let's see some more examples. Let's see some different time frames because many people told me that it's maybe this works only on the larger time frame and not the smaller time frame, but that is not the case. Okay, let's say you use the 15 minutes time frame. Let's say you want to like short over here. Let's say there's some kind of resistance over here. I don't know what it was exactly, but let's say there was a resistance and you actually want to short. So as you can see, each and every candle actually goes even way beyond the mean of the previous candle. So let's say this is a candle number 1 and this is the mean of this candle. The next candle actually goes up till the mean and even higher. I hope this is visible. Let me just zoom in even more. So I think this will be pretty visible. So if this is our candle number 1, you can see the next candle actually goes higher than the mean. This is our mean. This is the mean level of the previous candle, and as you can see, the next candle actually went through the mean even higher and then started falling down. So an entry at this particular level is way better than an entry right over here. And let's say you miss this, you can always go for the second candle. Even the second candle, the mean of the previous candle is right here. So let me just pull a line. And as you can see, the next candle went way above the previous candle's mean and then came down again. So again, this entry would have, of course, the ideal entry is right here. But if you missed it or somehow could not enter, you can come for the next candle and still enter. Now the same thing happens for the next candle too, but again it did not touch. Let me just zoom in again even more. It didn't exactly touch the mean of this particular candle, but it did come near the mean. I think just 2-3 points it must have missed. So again, as I told you, you can always place your entry 3-4 points below or above. You can always place your limit order at 2-3 points up or below. That's completely up to you. That's completely your preference. But as you can see over here, just by 2 points this candle did not reach till the mean, but then the fall was really good. So if you did place your entry right here, or let's say 1 or 2 points below the mean of this candle, you must have entered. And look at the move. For this candle, the mean of this candle matters. So this candle's mean is right here and this candle's wick is right till here. So it did come right above over here and then came down. So if you have placed an entry right here, it must have triggered, and you can see the move. It even went way below. So I think that was a good entry level, and because sometimes the moves in the market happen so fast that let's say even if you wanted to enter here, but by the time you click, the stock must have reached till here. Even this looks like a very small distance. The number of points over here are huge. So that's the number of points that are going to increase for your stop loss. So you need to be careful about that. Let's see in an uptrend what's going on over here. Okay, so I think there was some consolidation going on right over here, and then it gave a huge breakout. Now again, obviously if you wanted to enter for this candle's mean, the next candle did not come till the mean, so your entry must not have triggered. You must have missed your entry and your entry did not trigger right here. So as I told you, sometimes it happens. So instead of placing your entry here, now wait for this candle to come to be formed completely and then place your limit order right at the mean of this candle. So if you've placed your order right over here, as you can see, the candle actually came till the mean and then went up even further. The same thing happened for this candle. Let's say you missed all these entries, you can always place your limit order at this candle's mean right here. And as you can see the previous candle, let me just zoom in again. I hope this is visible enough. So if you place a limit order right over here at this candle's mean, as you can see the next candle actually came below, a little even further below, and then started moving even higher. So I think that was a very good level to enter. This is applicable to any time frame and also to different type of indexes and stocks. This is not specifically related, let's say Bank Nifty, because I normally trade in Bank Nifty is the reason I always give examples for Bank Nifty. But this strategy actually works out in literally all of the stocks or commodities or anything that has a candlestick pattern. That's just how it is. So you can always try, test it out properly and see what works for you. So yeah, I hope you understood this concept. That's it for today's video. Please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss another update from us. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. See you next time. Bye.